I'm James Schilling. I'm a chemical engineering major and a sophomore here at UK. I have a business minor and I'm part of the SEAM pathway in the Honors College. I'll be sharing with you today a progress report for my final recommendation report for WRD204 titled Public Perception of Food Production in the United States. I'm very excited and thrilled to share my interest in this topic with you all, as I see it as a major point for my future and my career. Moving on, about me a little bit before we get started. I'm a chemical engineering major, as I said before, and I have an explicit interest in food processing. I've done a few internships in the field and I have significant connections, and this is the field that I see myself going into in the future. I'm very interested in creating a quality product for consumers, and I believe it's the duty of the producers to produce a product that is safe, enjoyable, and high quality. My inspiration for this project and choosing this project is anecdotal experiences in my life that relate to this topic. Personally, and I would assume that most people feel the same, I've noticed that when I travel out of the country, I have a much better food experience. I don't have stomach problems, I feel more clear in the head, and I overall just feel a more balanced approach, more balanced health in my life, and my loved ones feel the same. I've heard this sentiment expressed by a wide variety of people, and I'm disappointed in the fact that Americans have decided to just accept it as fact that the American food system is going to be inferior to Europeans. I don't think the general public has a strong knowledge as to why this is the case and the causes, the actual information, and what's going on inside of our country. This report is meant to shed some light on the topic and create a better knowledge base for consumers, as well as address the producers and how they can alter what they've been doing. So, much as I've said before, the purpose of this project is to first identify the public perception. Anecdotal evidence can only go so far, so I need to find data and quotes from impactful people instead of just ordinary folk like myself. I need to find fact to express how consumers believe and what the broader trends in politics and economics are that can explicitly show what the people of this country feel about food processing and food production. And then, moving on from that, it's important to find what is the reality, what is the truth, what do experts in the field say, and what are the actual scientific facts. In this report, I plan on diving very deep into the journals and scientific documentation of what's going on, and importantly, making comparisons between practices in the United States compared to practices in other countries that are seemingly performing better. The audience for this report is two. First, I'll be giving a recommendation to consumers. Consumers need to know if the food they're purchasing is quality and if it's safe to consume. And they need to know what they can do in order to ensure a healthy lifestyle. Producers, on the other hand, need to know that they're providing a safe and quality product. And they need to know how their product compares to industry standards and other producers across the world. This slide shows a list of references for this project. I've done significant research from YouTube videos, news clippings, to journal entries, and I think the nature of this project, it requires a broad source of information. It can't be all scientific journal entries and all news entries. It has to be combined in order to have a holistic viewpoint of the issues. These are some graphics that I'm using in my document, in my final report. The one on the left shows namings for food additives and how food companies can disguise harmful products and carcinogens as bright blue and sea green in order to make them seem not as harmful. And on the right shows activism and the public speaking out against harmful practices in the industry. This slide shows some of the key takeaways from my research. The first bullet point is the differences between the FDA, American Food and Drug Administration, and the European Food Safety Authority. I've discovered that the European Food Safety Authority is significantly more strict than the American Food and Drug Administration. The EFSA has a very strong ability to make sure their products are verified and checked for safety before they're put into the ecosystem, into the purchasing. Furthermore, in Europe, they have significant amounts of products that are banned but are allowed in the United States, such as RBGH, which is a growth hormone, ractopamine, which increases lean muscle in animal stock, potassium bromate, which I'm making a key point to in my report, makes baked goods whiter and increases the volume. And other things like coloring agents, red 40, yellow 6. I'm sure these are familiar. And then moving on to the Americans' relationship with food, I've discovered that Americans spend less than half as much as Europeans on food. Our obesity rates are extreme, and the health outcomes in the U.S. are poor. This shows that Americans place less of an emphasis on food consumption and don't keep in mind having healthy options, and they don't prioritize spending money on getting healthy options. There's a lot of reasons for these causes. A lot of people say World War II created a machine-type food system where foods are just mass-produced and pumped full of additives in order to be spread to as many people as possible. People blame food deserts where there's not a lot of food in urban areas. And then just overall the culture of the country has shifted to a point where food is not a point of emphasis. Next, I'm going to continue my research. I'm going to look for more information, and I need to make a final recommendation. Thank you very much for watching. I'm excited to finish this project, and I look forward to receiving feedback. Thank you.